thank you to all them. And also, thank you to you guys for bringing me on and supporting me since day one. It's also shout out to my label, Funny Farm Records. Let's see, I'm going on tour in March with JP the Hustler from LSP. Then I'm doing a Funny Farms tour in the summer, late June into early July. I will be going to other states, like we're going all around. So check it out. And then in the fall, I'll be going on a Southeast Northeast tour. So we'll pretty much after that one, I'll have been to over 40 different states, I believe.
Right on.
So, I mean, which is, it's not too bad for a guy that's only been doing this 2 years.
Right.
But yeah, and in September, I'm releasing my brand new album, Backwoods Bastard. It's going to be dope. It has insane poetry on it.
Nice.
From LSP. It has Hex Rated from LSP. Smalls 1. It has Donna Rias, Class. It has Sick Noise, D Nice. It has Razor from LSP. I'm trying to remember. Did I forget anybody? I said Donna Rice, D Nice, Class, Razor, JP the Hustler, Insane Poetry, Smalls 1, and Hex Rated. So yeah, I think that's right.
Well, if you forgot anybody, you can just give them a handy later to make up for it.
Yeah. It's hard to remember when you're doing so much, man. Like it's really hard to keep track of it all. But I think that's right.
Right. And that's something people got to know.
And then after that album, I'll be immediately going and working on another one. But yeah, we're doing all kinds of stuff, man. It's just crazy. Of course, I'm doing the Axis Family tour down here and Shaggy 2 Dope. Oh, anybody that wants to catch me that's like a big Juggalo fan or whatever, that will be at Juggalo Weekend. I'll be there. I won't be performing. There was some offers and stuff, but I'm mostly going for vacation and just a party.
Look for the tallest nigga there.
So, if you want to find me, just look for the tallest person there, because my friend Too Tall will be with me, and he's like 6'11". So, I mean, y'all can catch me there in New Orleans. We're going to stay about a week up there. But yeah, I mean, just thank you for all the support and stuff. And that's pretty much all the serious stuff that I had to say.
Right.
I'm not a very serious person. When it comes to business, I'll be serious, but as a person, I just like to vibe and enjoy myself. So.
Absolutely, 100, bro. Like you said something earlier, like a lot of people may not even be fans of your music, but they support you for you. And that's why I tell a lot of artists that come on here is, I might listen to your music at first, but I'm going to put your music to the side so I can see who you are, what you're about, especially if I'm going to bring you on the show. Because I want to know who I'm supporting and shit before I get into your music, because I take a fucking artist's music seriously, you know? Like, sometimes music can be life-changing, and I don't want to be let down, you know what I mean? So, like...
Exactly.
And I know...
And you know, like...
Go ahead.
I mean, somebody can have good music and just be one of those people that's very hard to support because they're a straight asshole. Or somebody could be, you know, have mediocre music, but you want to support them because they're a decent person, you know?
Right.
It's just, there's so much to a package of being an artist than just raw talent. There's a lot of guys with a lot of raw talent that will never make it because they either don't have the work ethic or they're just, nobody wants to fucking work with them.
Right.
So, I mean, there's just so much more to being an artist.
Well, do you find it hard for people to keep up with you? Because that's one of the things I would say is you're like in the top 3 to 4 of the fucking hardest grinders out there that I know. You're always fucking busy.
I don't even look at it like that. Like, unless somebody pisses me off. Like, if somebody comes at me, like, I've literally had guys tell me I'm lazy. Which, I mean, yeah, exactly. That's kind of, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm far from that. I may be fat, but I'm not lazy.
Right.
I'm constantly doing stuff. There's not, like, I do music 7 days a week. You know, I do something to do with music, whether it's promoting, touring, recording, you know, booking. I do all that shit. So there's not a laziness in me. But I don't even compare myself to people like that unless they, you know, cross that line and call me lazy, and then I'll point out all their flaws.
Right.
If they cross that line. But comparing myself to another person is just, to me, it's a waste of time, because we all work differently. We all have different styles on how we approach stuff. Yeah. I just go get it. Right. That's what I'm about. I want to go out there and I want to meet as many people as I can, and I want to change as many lives as I can through my music. Because anybody that's ever listened to my stuff knows that although most of the shows I do are horrorcore underground shows, my music itself is more psychological horrorcore. It's more depression, anxiety, you know, mental illness stuff, you know, and a lot of anger and just a raw emotion like that. Real shit that we go through, and I just give it a little dark twist to it.
Right.
So nothing about me has ever been about comparing myself to anybody else, because I never wanted to be anybody else. So I don't view it as a competition. I view it as I'm doing the best I can for me. Are you doing the best you can for you? Right. I'm not worried about anybody else because I'm too busy worried about my people.
Right.
So,
well, that's why you're self-made. You know what I mean? You only have to worry about you and your people because you started this all self-made.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I like I said, when I do that hashtag self-made, that's not bullshit. That's, you know, I had
I seen it.
You know, I was on two different labels, and both those labels will tell you that, you know, I went and did my own thing. Like, I didn't even stay that long because I was like, you know, I could do this. And it wasn't any issue with those labels. You know, I love all those people, but I definitely am able to do all that myself, both financially and just getting it done. So right. it was never an issue. Yeah, I just don't compare myself to people, man. It's a waste of time, and any artist that compares himself to anybody, you're wasting your time.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
No, it's a good point, man.
And when I tell artists, because I promote shows, and I tell artists, you know, when you promote shows, you have artists, locals sell tickets, and I tell them, you know, you're not selling tickets to see the headliner. You're selling tickets to see yourself. You need to sell yourself, because if you sell that headliner, that's fine. But then your next show, the numbers will be different because it'll be a different headliner. Because those aren't going to be your numbers. Those are the headliner's numbers.
Right.
So you should, I mean, of course, the headliners can help you sell. Their names can help you sell. But you really need to sell yourself.
That's what you're paying for.
You know, I like, obviously, the type of music I do, a good chunk of my fans are horrorcore fans and juggalos, and even some metalheads. So, a lot of those fans buy tickets for me because of the types of shows I'm on. Right. Even though they like my music too, they buy tickets because of the types of shows I'm on. But I have, like, I'd say about 50% of my fans are not Juggalo horrorcore fans or metalheads. They're just people that met me and got to know me as a person and decide to, support.
Right.
So, and that's why, I've never really had a big issue selling tickets when I was doing that. This year will probably be my last year that I ever even agree to sell tickets. Because I feel like I'm touring now. I'm funding my own tours. So I'm a little bit past that point in my career, and I'm getting offered way too many gigs because of my ability to sell. But these gigs are for the same people all the time, and I want to tour. I want to meet new people.
Right.
So I will always play some shows in my home crowd because I love these people that gave me my start, and that love will never go away. But I'm focused on touring, and my tour, FFR tours, I get paid on those. Those people are paying me to bring me out. So it's way different now for me. And we don't charge a lot for our tours. I try not to break the promoters. I just want to be able to feed my guys and get some gas money, place to sleep. So, you're never going to see, no matter how high ever I get, you're never going to see a Madman tour going upwards of $1,000 or anything like that. Because it's not something I'm interested in. As long as I'm able to get around, that's fine. And honestly, I make more money off merch than I do off shows.
Yeah.
Like most of my money comes off merch. The merch game is where it's at, So it's just you just can't, like I said, you can't compare anything I do to anybody because I've always been going to the beat of my own drum.
Right.
And so that pisses some people off. To be honest, that pisses some people off because some people think it's disrespectful or whatever. But anybody that's ever met me knows that I'm not really a disrespectful person. You have veterans that'll hit me up on shows, and I'll give them a slot. If they're a big name veteran, I'll give them a slot. I'm not going to make those guys sell tickets. Right. I've been doing it 10, 13, 14 years.
Right.
That's not my style. But at the same time, I just respect people and how they do things, and I expect them to respect me and how I do things. So it's never been, to me, it's never a competition, even though a lot of people say, the rap game is a competition. I'm competing with myself because I want to sell more than I did last time. I want to be bigger than I was last year. Right. I want to be known more than I was last year. So as long as I'm improving, I don't care what anybody else is doing.
All right, Drew, give me 1 second here. I got to sign us off of Spreaker. We have another show coming on for those of you that are in Spreaker. If you want to catch the rest of this interview, then you can go ahead and go to YouTube, go to the Gonzo Styles Radio channel. You can check us out there. We got other interviews on there. Also, we want to thank you for tuning in. But don't go too far. We know we got another show coming up on Loud Ass Radio. We want to thank the sponsors, Funny Farm Records. We want to thank Cult Music, Sexy as Fuck Clothing. And first and foremost, we want to thank Nyro the Madman for coming on. You guys have a good night. Keep it gonzo.